Stuck in the mud, the ground holds tight. No easy path, no end in sight. But there's grit in the fight, a calm in the slow. Even here in the dirt, something starts to grow. Every step drags, but it's still a move on. The weight won't last when the struggles are gone. No need for hurry, no need to shout. Sometimes the hardest part is just getting out.
This one was completely my fault.
Today started off like any other adventure on my bike. Blue skies, open trails, and that familiar rush of excitement as I geared up. I had no idea what was waiting for me just a few miles down the path. Little did I know this would be one of those days where it would teach me an important life lesson. One that every motorcyclist eventually learns. Just how vulnerable we are in the middle of a forest. One moment you're cruising, feeling unstoppable, and the next you're knee-deep in mud, bike stuck, wondering how you're going to get out. Today, the mud became my teacher.
Oh. Okay. Right. Right. Okay.
I've dropped my bike plenty of times before, and picking it up has never been a big deal. It's all just part of the ride, right? But out here on the trail, I was about to learn that picking your bike up off-road is a completely different ballgame. After I came off the bike, I thought, no problem, I've done this 1,000 times. But this time I was picking the bike up against a slight mud edge, with the handlebars submerged in mud, little traction for my feet, and trying to lift both against the force of gravity and the suspension of the bike with my little string bean noodle arms. Not thinking much about it, I went to lift in a reverse squat manner. It didn't budge an inch. I was sat there thinking, what on earth? I tried again, it didn't work again. I decided to turn around and focus more on the front of the bike since it felt heavier. Again, it didn't work. Then I stood for a short while thinking maybe it was because my body was processing what just happened. It wasn't. I went into problem-solving mode and I knew that it had something to do with the way the handlebars were positioned, but I just couldn't quite work out how to fix it. I then tried to push the bike one side, wondering if it might help it get unstuck. It didn't. After this, I tried to squat it up repeatedly. Again, it didn't work. I tried to wiggle the handlebars again, but I couldn't quite get the motion to transfer to the bike. I tried shifting my body weight to the lower side of the handlebars this time and pulling, but again it didn't work. The real issue that I was facing was that although I'd worked out that there was additional steps needed to get the bike up, I'd been focusing on the wrong area. Instead of trying to maneuver the lighter side of the bike, I decided to focus on the heaviest. Eventually a dog walker came along and helped me pick up the bike. The first thing that I noticed when we picked the bike up together was that even though I had a helping hand, the weight distribution felt completely wrong. It wasn't like what I'd experienced in the past when I picked my bike up. I recognised that something was wrong in my approach, but I didn't really understand why or how to fix it.
think this is highlighted, I need to practice picking up a bike, and I probably need to go to the gym, and I probably need to put a bit more body weight on. Deep breath. So rather than going backwards, I'm going to go forwards, try and get off the trail, jump back on the main road, and then make my way back to the van. My confidence is a little bit knocked, which is fine, okay. But we can't have a repeat of before. So bollocks, not again. Bollocks.
When it came to the second time that my bike needed to be picked up, this time it felt exactly as I'd expected it to. It was a really quick and simple manoeuvre, and I could squat it up straight away with minimal effort. It actually took me back by surprise. I didn't understand the difference between the two lifts, and I couldn't really work it out by myself, and so I decided to head off the trails to go and do a little bit of research. The only problem was that I first needed to get off the trails.
The biker that helped me pick my bike out the mud, he walked all the way to the top of the hill while I was like decompressing, and he came back to tell me there's no more mud up ahead. I told him I was taking a lunch break because I didn't want to admit that I dropped it again. You just have to commit. Plan your route, throttle on. Good job, don't fall in the rut. Come on. You just need to commit. Jesus wept. What a day. Look ahead. Ignore the mud. Go straight forward, there's mud. Go, 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 go. Throttle on, throttle on. Speed is your best friend, Saffron. Ready? Ready? Throttle on, throttle on. Throttle on, throttle on, throttle on, throttle on. Mud, throttle on. Stand up. Okay, take a deep breath. Just look ahead. Just look ahead. Okay. Mud. Okay, just look ahead. Keep going, keep going. You got this. We're nearly at the road. Mud, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Mud, keep going. Keep going, brace yourself. Okay, switch sides. Keep going. Keep going. And breathe. Guys, I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying, but holy shit. Oh, I did such a good job, but holy shit. I don't know why I'm crying, I feel fine. Guess who's coming down from the adrenaline, I guess.
After quickly washing the bike down and starting to make my way back to the van, that's when I learnt my second lesson of the day: mountain terrain, weather barriers. But that's a story for next week.
This one was completely my fault.